dramatic fashion. How much does that hurt?
It hurts. Of course, it hurts. It hurts a lot. But if you have to go out, then go out against such a great team as Paris Saint-Germain after such a great performance from us. It was the best game of football I was ever involved in, and this club probably played many of these, but for me, the intensity levels of both teams, the way, the quality, it was incredible. And I think the first 90 minutes, I couldn't have asked for more from our players. We deserved the goal, but maybe we ran out of luck after last week.
What do you feel was missing, maybe what the difference was between the two sides tonight specifically?
Our margins are so small. So tonight it was such a close goal. If you have to go to penalties, that probably tells you all. And in extra time, so that half hour, I felt that Paris Saint-Germain was a bit stronger than us. But during 90 minutes, I felt that we did everything I could ask for. Unless, or the only thing we didn't do was score a goal. After 25 minutes, I looked at the scoreboard and I was like, wow, what an incredible start of the game. But we were 1-0 down.
I know you've said how impressed you were with the intensity of the game. Luis Enrique thought that the winner tonight would go to the final. Have you played the best team in Europe, in your opinion, tonight?
Now, what I do know is if you end up first in the league table, that we were quite unlucky facing Paris Saint-Germain, because it's a team that can go to the final, but like we've experienced tonight, margins are so small, and if it's only about 2 games, you can be lucky or unlucky with a referee decision that had nothing to do with these 2 games, but it can happen in football that you get an unlucky red card or an unlucky penalty. So it's difficult to say, but they definitely have the quality to reach the final. That's what they did for the last few seasons already, that they were semi-final, quarter-final, final. And for us, it's good that after not being in the Champions League last season, and 2 seasons ago we went out in the same round, but in a different way against Madrid than tonight, that we showed ourselves again in Europe. And we will come back stronger next season.
Just quickly, there's the cup final obviously on Sunday. Physically and mentally, how do you pick your squad up?
The good thing is that you play a final, so that's mentally a good thing. And there's a lot to play for after the players come back from the international break. And what an incredible performance by the players, but what an incredible performance by our fans as well. This was impressive from the players and our fans, and both of them deserved more than a 1-0 loss, but it happened, and that's very unfortunate for us.
Appreciate your time, thank you.
You're welcome.
Arne Slot, quite positive really at the end of that after his players' performance, going out on penalties. It was a high-quality game, Karen.
It was, yeah. I mean, going back to Arne Slot there, he's a manager that for me doesn't get too high or too low. He's pretty consistent in that, and I'm sure probably deep down he's devastated. But for the players and for obviously what's coming up for Liverpool in the weekend, you know, I like that balance about him. But yeah, it was a top-quality game, and he was spot on with the margins. You know, clearances off the line, hitting the post here, there, and everywhere. But ultimately went down to the penalty shootout, and PSG went through obviously tonight. But I think from the first leg, I thought Liverpool were quite lucky to still be in it at this point, but just unfortunate tonight.
They started better tonight though, and Dembélé got the goal for PSG, the equaliser that ended up leading to that penalty shootout. It was really their first chance of the game tonight.
Yeah, against the run of play, Liverpool started really well, but listen, this just let him drop off too deep there. Carney and Van Dijk should be dealing with him. And again, he runs in a bit of a melee and he scores. This kid, 21 goals in 16 games. He's been incredible since the turn of the year. But this is what he does so well. Right foot, not a problem. Great way to pass. Times his run to perfection, puts the burners on there, gets something on it and dispatches it. But Liverpool, over the 2 legs, I don't think Liverpool or their fans can complain. The better team won. They're educated supporters. They know when their teams. Last week it was a smash and grab job. Tonight they perform better. So sometimes that can really sting, because they'll be thinking to themselves, if we did that last week, we may have put ourselves in an even better position if they'd have performed as well as they did tonight. But this lad, Ousmane Dembélé, you know, when you talk about someone finding his home at a club, finding his comfort and producing, you know, he's had to play second fiddle to Mbappe, to Messi, to Neymar, big names, and it's never quite happened for him. But he's just put it all together and he's looking like, again, we looked at Harry Kane, a Ballon d'Or. If PSG go and win this tournament, which I think they're very, very capable of, he could be a Ballon d'Or. It's spread out amongst 5 or 6 players. It'll all come down to who can get the job done in the Champions League.
How much of that as well is finding the right manager? Because it's really been quite transformative for him under Luis Enrique.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading a lot about him, how they're trying to... You mentioned the Ballon d'Or. That was a conversation that he said to him at the start of the year. Look, if the team does well and you've got a great opportunity and you will be the leader in this. And obviously, I'm keen to know what he had for Christmas, what he ate over Christmas, because he's come back into 2025 absolutely superb. But yeah, it's definitely... Luis Enrique's got the best out of him, but I do have to agree with Joe. Sometimes when the shadows of other people kind of go, you have to step up and you can kind of hide and give the ball to those other players because they're the senior, the big stars. But actually now you have to step up, and Luis Enrique said that to him and dangled the carrot and various individual awards and said, well, go on, this is your time and you have the quality, and he's certainly showing it this season.
What did you think of the chances that Liverpool had tonight?
Frustrated. As Joe mentioned actually last week, you're thinking, it was a smash and grab. This weekend, tonight rather, they had the opportunities and just didn't take them, whether it was Donnarumma, Salah maybe not having his clinical moments when you expected it to go to. But yeah, look, unfortunately for Liverpool, it just wasn't their night tonight, and I'm sure we'll get to see the chances in a second, but they had quite a few, didn't they, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, they just, like I said, the overall performance from box to box for Liverpool was a lot better. There was a synergy. They looked more themselves. The crowd were driving them on, but PSG soaked it all up. They soaked it all up. This is a lovely touch from McAllister, and the vision to pick out Salah. We all thought he's going to just let it go. Look there, he opens up. He could have shot, and what a block from Mendes again. Donnarumma getting down smartly to his right. This was at this moment early on in the game. The Kop was rocking, Anfield were going, and there was just chances being created left, right and centre. The blocks here, that's Pacho again. This is the difference in this PSG. I know we're talking about Liverpool's chances, but the difference in this PSG team is in stressful moments, they're calm. Even the goalie there, he's not tapping it into somebody, he's putting it into an area. They're dealing with set pieces. Liverpool had chances to win this game, no doubt. But over the balance of the course of the 2 legs, it would have to be a very, very, biased Liverpool fan to say that the better team didn't go through because PSG performed better. PSG created chances tonight. It was just a more balanced game. But I think the manager's right. I said that whoever wins this tie, I think you'll see them in the final. And I think PSG will get to the final. I think they're the best side I've seen left in the competition. Well,
Arne called them the most complete team after that first leg that they'd faced. And then it comes down to a penalty shootout. Obviously, Alisson in inspired form in that first leg, but Donnarumma as well. It is such a tough goalkeeper to go up against in a shootout.
Look how big he is, though, Lindsay. He's absolutely massive. I was saying to Joe, I was behind the goal for the penalties in the Euros. And he's just massive. He's such a big goalkeeper, and it scared me. But look, it's unfortunate. I don't think Darwin was at his best tonight, so I was very worried when he stepped up. I thought in his game he wasn't great, and I felt for Curtis because he's been brilliant this season. And look, you're up against it then, and for them to do that at Anfield as well, it was their moment tonight, and it has been building as Joe mentioned.
Nunez has obviously had a lot of criticism already this season, and then in a big moment, tough for him, but doesn't deliver. What next for Darwin Nunez?
Listen, he's a very, very good footballer, and he's had some fantastic moments in his Liverpool career, and he's going to be a league champion this year. He's just not ready to lead the line for Liverpool regularly. That might not mean he needs to go to a club just at the second rundown, somewhere that maybe plays a little bit more suited to his style. I'm thinking something like an Atletico Madrid, maybe one of the Italian teams. He needs to get out and play because he's one of them players you want him in your squad because you see him at the weekend. He's scoring goals. He runs. If you give him 5 minutes, he'll give everything for the team and for the cause. But ultimately, moments of quality. Tonight, there were some occasions when right, this is what this is it. This is when we need you to handle the ball, choose the right pass, you know, get us up the pitch. Not even score a goal. Score a goal, obviously, if you can. But and he didn't play well tonight. And Karen's right. He stepped up for the penalty, and you're both looking at it thinking, yeah, I'm not sure. You know, Donnarumma is imposing and he's hard to beat. But for Darwin, I think his future probably lies elsewhere. But let's not forget, he's done a stellar job for this squad. He's just not ready to lead the line for Liverpool regularly.
And the question now, I guess, is how that leaves Liverpool going into that cup final on Sunday against Newcastle.
I'm sure you was
a
very
tough night
excited
tonight. I was very excited when it went to extra time.
Liz wanted an extra time.